Hello everybody, my name is Zelinator. I'm ready to say farewell to this world, and I'm gonna prove that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna prove I do need to take my armor off, because I got a question about that last time, except I may not rest now, there are monsters nearby. Oh my god, that doesn't have enough knockback. And I forgot I was taking fall damage because I took the boots off. Alright, any more bad guys around here gonna ruin the day? Nope. We're gonna sleep until morning. Ow! Simulated nighttime sleepiness. At least I'm still tired. Still raining. I don't know if it was thundering. There was thundering earlier. Ow. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of that real fast. And now we're gonna feast. I'm still plenty tired, but I don't know how much more time left is of the night. And I'm starting to kind of miss the new hunger system from 1.9. Well, I should say the healing system of 1.9. 1.11 made all the other improvements. That's a lot of villager noises. I don't even know what we're looking at. I want to say it's a super low field of view image of the sky. Anyways, we're gonna put our armor on. We're gonna put the stuff away that we don't need. I guess items. That's not simulated. How about we put that back though? As I get used to my extended hotbar, clean up the surrounding area. Also gonna turn that down on my end. Still a little tired, fatigue's at 30, but that's fine where it's at. So this looks like my blocks chest. This is the items chest. What exactly do I even want to bring with me? Just go in with whatever I have. Yo where? That means you missed last time. Maybe I need more food. I guess I'm going in with a bunch of zombie flesh. It's probably a bad idea, but that's what we're gonna do. So I'll be taking all that. I'm going to grab, probably keep this last ender pearl, but what we need, 2 more eyes of ender. Is this uncraft? Okay. I don't know if that was shapeless or not. So we're gonna take both of those, and I guess just call it. Hope nothing bad happens. Can I repair my helmet? I think so. Alright, where are you? Saved me some stuff. Cool. Alright, we are at 33 levels. We're gonna do a little bit of enchanting on the armor, I guess. Call this the final countdown set or whatever. Alright, well, let's just see what we can get. Anything better than 1? There's a 5. I wonder, do I have anything to make books? I do. We've got some sugarcane here. We're gonna make this a slightly better enchantment table. Am I missing one? There it is. Oh, wait, I need leather. Where's the cows at? Are there cows here? There was one around earlier. Boop. That's going to be enough for 4 books. Only 3 of those are going to be useful. Hello, cow. How much damage does this do? That did 6. That's moderate. See some more cows over here. Might as well end off the population. Just do what we need to wrap it all up. That does a lot of damage. Maybe I should take cook beef with me. Hooray! For 8, cool. That way I'm not relying solely on cooked bacon. Oh yeah, there's the farms here. Maybe I'll make more bread. Good thing I didn't just jump on through. I was thinking about that, but now here I am looking at everything, realizing maybe I should take another plan of attack. That's alright, I don't have any other plans today other than finish the game and call it there. You know, maybe I'll eat the zombie flesh while I'm here. I would say get that saturation all the way on the up and up, except that's not going to be beneficial. Oh no. I lost one. Let's get all of this out of my hotbar. Well, that's not cool. Well, at least I don't have to spend another night. That would have been terrible. Alright, I recovered one. With how expensive these are, why did Mojang make them so easily breakable? But that's okay, it's not the end of the world because I can still craft new ones. I'm just gonna end up with one additional thingy left over. Why did I put... I did not put that there. I was wondering how I put a block above the cactus. Then I thought about it and I realized, no, it generated that way. That was a 2-block tall cactus when the village generated on top of it. Mildly comedic. I can't remember if I greeted you, Paul, but yes, welcome back for sure. We're gonna stock up on all the veggie tables. I wonder if I should try to sleep and remove more of the fatigue. It'd be not fun if I ended up running out of... Or I should say, it would not be fun if I filled up the fatigue meter before I even got there. Alright, let's take care of all of that, and I think the farms are now refreshed. So we should be all set. Alright, let's put away the stuff we don't need. Maybe I'll cook up these taters as well. As I craft one more Eye of Ender. Sad times. Good thing I ended up grabbing that extra Ender Pearl. Alpha Beta Retail was an old world I had that I called. Way back from 2015. No, I started it in 2014. And it was active until around 2016. Then in 2018, I made a world tour video because I hadn't played on there in a good long while. So I figured, well, I'm done, I'll just call it quits here. And then I realized I never ended up beating the Ender Dragon and whatnot. And so in 2024, for the 10-year anniversary of the world, I started gathering resources in preparation to defeat the Ender Dragon. Except we were having stream issues that day, and armor's going back on. And I ran out of time, essentially. Well, I ended off at the average time for that stream. So what ended up happening is I never ended up finishing the world. And now today's the day. I take on the dragon after 10 years. 11 years now. I'm not seeing any stream issues today. We're gonna set that there ever so slightly. Get the boost. Alright, keeping all that, I think we'll cook up all that first as I find the wood. So if I have +6, maybe I'll just use all these sticks. I don't know why I have so many sticks on me. What were the steps required to recover the 1.0 world? Alright, we're just gonna wait around for this to cook up, and then that will be that. Did you not pull out the hard drive, or whatever drive it was, and then just use an external reader for that on a different computer? Why do I have so many empty maps? Was I gonna make another map somewhere? I can't remember. The last time I was on this world was in May, and I didn't do much other than walking around. The time before that was May 2024. And the only thing I remember was traveling to this desert because this is the only valid stronghold in the world. The other stronghold, or one of the other two strongholds, was cut off by a chunk border, and the third stronghold, all those chunks were already generated. Isn't this fun, watching potatoes cook? Oh, I see. No, I think I understand your process there. Okay, let me just put the rest of the potatoes. We'll just wait for that to cook. And then we'll grab the last few here. I wonder if I should sleep. In fact, it's turning nighttime. Maybe we will sleep. Let me try something a little different. We're just gonna grab 4 of these. Leave that there. And a doink. We're gonna see if we could sleep the night away. Is Fedora the Linux version that you've been using for a little while now? I can't remember what you've said that you've switched over to. We're gonna run out of fatigue before daytime. Can I go back to sleep? I'm not tired enough. Nope. Alright. Well, putting the sand here did indeed block all the bad guys from walking up to me. And look, potatoes are done cooking. Maybe I should have left those in there until I finished. That's okay. Alright, so we have a bunch of food. We're gonna take all the food with us because I don't know how much food I'm gonna be spending while I'm over there. I'll be taking the other reinforced crowbar. Oh, that's a regular one. Any other weapons I have? I have the revolver, but the revolver doesn't have any ammo. And the amount of steps required to make ammo for it is not worth it for what we're doing today. So we're gonna grab all these goods. As soon as I take the armor off, he attacks. He knew I was gonna do some enchanting. Blast Protection 1's not beneficial in this dragon fight. Projectile Protection's not beneficial in this dragon fight. Blast Protection's still not beneficial. I can't enchant the boots. I'll go for 8. And I got Unbreaking 1. Alright, so. And now we're down to 1 level. Well, I guess this is what we're going into battle with. At least I don't have to worry about fall damage. Oh wait, the dragon doesn't have any knockback. This is the pre 1.9 fight. Should I bring a bow? How many arrows do I have? Only 33. For as much as I'm not a bow fan, this is gonna speed up the process. I don't think the villagers were singing. Oh wait, here, take all of that. Take the string. I think they were thoroughly examining the door and deciding whether or not they wanted to open it. Alright, put all that away. I probably should have enchanted the bow, but too late. I didn't think about making one until after. Oops. Alright, we're gonna heal up entirely. We're gonna move after the hunger goes away. 20 seconds. Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. Maybe I should eat the apple. Guaranteed no hunger. Oh wait, hold on. You know what? How about we go back to an even number of sticks? Y'all know me in odd numbers. Let me just verify real fast that I don't currently have a diamond sword on me. I do not, and I have a bunch of diamonds, so I say, me of the present, whatever resource management I was doing in the past, we're gonna do this now. Time to strike. I guess. Nope. I hear them. They're burning on up. Now I get Monster Hunter. Oh, these are Zombo villagers. I hope I didn't lose any of them. There's a reason I blocked the door. I wanted to try to keep all the villagers safe, although there's still no guarantee of that happening. So now what we're going to do, guess we'll pack up and move out. Alright, maybe... Do I have any flint on me? Oh, it doesn't matter, I don't have any feathers, and I haven't seen any chickens around here. So even if I wanted to make more arrows, I don't have the ability to do so. Let's take one quick peek over the hill. There's a slime over there. Hooray, 1.4 swamp slime spotting. Alright, well, nothing important. I'm not seeing what I want, and I don't plan on heading over to any of the outposts, so we're just going to, do what we do. 1.7.10, as it has been for, let's see, it was around 2016 or so. So about 9 years. Tried doing a 1.12 upgrade, that did not work as well as I had hoped. Oh well. Alright, I have food. Have all the tools. Have my skyhook, which I might as well use over the crowbar. Ow! Where did he even come from? Alright, we're not leaving just yet. I gotta fix this. It's easier to fix a desert because I feel like it's easier to acquire sand than it is regular dirt. So let's get this all nice and covered up. Drop that, drop that. If I really wanted, I could have made a proper outpost. Maybe that's what we'll do at the very end here. I don't know what I'll do without spending too much time, and I don't know how long the fight's gonna last. But I have torches, I have all my tools. We're gonna see how much I get to use the mining drill as an offensive weapon. Alright, well, I guess that's that. After we heal up once more. And party potato, that one didn't cost any hunger. Alright, now we hold the eyes in our inventory. Or in the hotbar, I should say. Ta-da! I'm gonna take building blocks. I was about to jump in, and then I realized, wait, what if I'm over the void? We're gonna grab cobblestone. The central island shouldn't be too far away. I'm gonna make myself feel better. The central island should... Nope. There we go. The central island shouldn't be too far away, so this should be good. Probably. In fact, how about I start going through the small food first? And save the Zombo flesh as a last resort. Nom 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 nom. Alright, y'all. May everything go well. Boop. Cool, we're underground. Alright, so I want to go... I think I want to go this way. Oh wait, no, hold on. I do want to go negative. I should say toward 0. Alright, Gene, I'm ready to take you on. I also get to use the portals since portals are dimension based, so I don't have to worry about them interfering with any of the overworld ones. Alright, Gene. I'm ready. I should have brought snowballs, except I don't know where any of those would have been. Alright. Good thing I chose to... Oop. I need an Enderman-proof box. Maybe that's what I should work on. We're gonna head down here real fast and grab the other building materials. I want an Enderman-proof box, that way I can just run underneath and I don't have to worry about them attacking. Come on, drop down. There you go. Nom 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 nom. It's a good idea to keep my health on the up and up. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll start right around here. We're gonna build this little 2-block tall area. Ow. Alright, it's not much of a box. But Enderman can't get down to me. That's the important part. So with all that taken care of, we're gonna keep eating these carrots. With all that taken care of, my inventory is a mess. Ow. Alright, let's start going for... Why are there so many pillars? I'm just now realizing there are a lot of them. I need to quickly enter it here. Hello, y'all. How's it going? You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna turn the game sound down. We're gonna dump that to like 20. Because Endermen are not loud. And now I'm getting Ender Pearls. Alright, let's start doing what I want to do. Oh wait, maybe blast protection does have its usage. Except, I don't know. There we go. I guess it would be beneficial against the pillars here. I'm gonna try to save arrows and take out the small ones. I wonder how many pillars in total there are. I guess we're gonna start using cobblestone. Ow. I wonder if there was no limit to End Island, or no limit to the pillar spawning to begin with. You're not mad at me, right? Certainly not. Surely you're mad at Gene. Do. I miss 1.9 healing. Ow. Make me feel a little better. Boop. Pillars only spawn in a circle in 1.9 and later. This is still 1.7. This is the original dragon fight, with the exception of the dragon does damage. And I'm trying to see how many of these how many of these other small pillars I can get before I start firing arrows. I do wonder what the most amount of pillar spawns, though. Ow. We're gonna heal up with some good healing. Howdy, Zanaka, welcome back. What InfDev version are you currently playing? Because I feel like you just ran into a stuttering zone. I have an entire video about stuttering zones from several years ago. I was about to say, oh, it's nice that we could see how much health the dragon has, and then I realized, oh right, dragon has a health bar. InfDev 327. It's probably a different bug I'm thinking then. That's one I'm not familiar with. Oops. I'll take that back. No thank you. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to hope we don't run out of arrows. That's what we're going to do. I did not anticipate this many pillars to spawn. Nom 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 nom. Howdy, you as well. Welcome back. Come on. Now I understand why people like Infinity. And beyond. I think power also gives it range. Punch is what deals damage or knockback upon hit. Those are all right there. There we go. 3 of them. Clipped the corner right before. If the pillar was 1 block shorter, I would have made it. No thank you. Now's not the time. $12 end update on Bedrock. I don't know if I should be surprised. I did not know that. That's true. I don't play Bedrock. Kinda funny, one of my buddies in the real world I know, who's a big Bedrock enthusiast, buys add-ons and whatnot, and prefers it. He eventually switched the one of his primary worlds over to Java. and has turned that into his most recent Forever World. And I think to myself, wisely done. Alright, how many pillars are left? I feel like I've only covered about 2/3. I'm getting hungry. I gotta make sure this stays up. Nom 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 nom. So when you say promote, are you saying front page showcase? Are you saying it's available on the store? Because there's a difference between promoting and having available. I think that one might have gone too far. Nope. Peripheral vision. I saw Gene coming for me. And I'm down to my last 11 arrows. There we go. Except I think there's still 4 or 5 pillars left. Here, how about I do the ones I know I can get? This one should be fine. That one should be fine. Oh, there's a tiny one over there. That one will be a little more difficult. The smaller pillars are easier because there's less obsidian that's around the crystal. And that one's a little too close to the edge there. Have you looked on the wiki to see anything in relation to the problem you've encountered? Alright, the dragon's over there. Go, go, go. I don't want to get knocked off. Whoop. As long as I know where Gene is, I'll be fine. Alright, got that one, saved an arrow. Alright, Mr. Enderman, I'm not in the mood, so we're gonna retreat back to the Enderman hole. I'll take those pearls for something. At some point I might need them. There's a short that's promoting it. Oh, I see. So it's marketing. Oh well. Alright, how many are left? This might be the last one. I know you're mad at me. Ow. We're good. Nom 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 nom. We're gonna heal up real fast before we head back out. And I think maybe what I'll do, what I'll do real fast is expand this just a little bit more. You know what I didn't bring? I didn't bring any water. This is a very old world of mine. Started way back in 2014. And it was only active for about 2 years or so. At that time, it felt like a while. And then many years passed, and I realized, wow, I wasn't active on this world for very long. Part of that is, I started this world a year before I started making YouTube videos, so then my YouTube worlds took priority. Hello. Alright, let's expand this to be safer. Ow. So looks like, how about I expand this outward just a little bit more? Oopsies. I saw that. Poor Enderman didn't stand a chance. Alright, let's see if we can take out this last pillar. Because if I can't do it within these 5 arrows, we're gonna have a minor problem. That being, I'm out of arrows, and will therefore have to find other means. How did that one not hit? Alright, is this the last one? That was fun while it lasted. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to mad dash. See if we can at least rescue some of the arrows. There's no pick block. There's no pick block to bring it out of the inventory. Sad times. Hooray! Alright, well, I'm already here. Alright, are there any crystals left? I'm gonna need to keep an eye out and see if there are any more beams going to the dragon. Because if not, then I'll start the offensive. Howdy, Pie Master J, welcome back. Here I am on my ancient treehouse world, if you remember that. I'm using, I think it's called Extended Hotbar. It has multiple options where it allows up to all four of the inventory's rows to be added to the hotbar. I don't know where the dragon went. Oh, hello. I've done a whopping 2 damage, that's it. Currently, I have the wide version of the hotbar. The default is stacked hotbars, but I don't like the look of that. I'd rather have it be wide. I'm indeed still going to 12. It's the current plan. Whoop. I forgot I can block. Y'all remember that feature? I've been playing more on my beta 1.8 world, and on there, I use blocking to negate fall damage. That's not going to stick around very long, because if the world, or whenever the world gets to 1.0, however many months or years, 1.0, you can no longer use blocking to stop fall damage. And this is at a whopping 71 uses left. No thank you, you're not my target. I feel like you said settle, but the word you're looking for is subtle. Have you not been playing on the deck? Where did this come from? Oh, I'm tired. My fatigue's way up at 70. Well, I can't sleep. I have a dragon to defeat. I can't remember what happens when fatigue hits 100. If I start taking damage, this is the end of the line. But anyways, I would have expected you to be playing more on the deck while your computer is not usable. Did Grandpa Buggy release a new episode? Because I know the last one I watched of his from a few weeks ago, he was in the 1.3 snapshots. I didn't know when the next episode was coming out. And hadoink! You fixed it by dying. That's unfortunate. Alright, so no new episode since then. Alrighty. I caught up not too long ago, even though the episode's been out for 3 weeks or something. I'm waiting to see his reaction for 12W18A. Oh, that's what's happening. I forgot, the dragon, when it goes too far, it stops rendering. I remember this old bug. I think that was fixed at 1.9. There is also, if the dragon goes outside of your render distance, it sort of gets stuck. That was fixed as well. Oh yeah, finally tested FNAF 1, hooray! Does it run at a solid 60 FPS? Can you enable the FPS counter on there like you can in regular Steam games? Alright, as long as it feels fine, then cool, that's the important part. So, when will I get to try it out? Because I need to sign up for Steam Deck compatibility for my Triangle game, so I need to know how well it runs. Add that to the list of things I require your assistance for, which half of which are unable to be done currently. Oop. I don't think I landed any of those hits. This world started in Alpha 1.2 because I planned on only sticking to the one terrain generator for as long as possible. That was my thinking from May 2014. Do y'all remember May 2014? It makes sense that Steam Deck, or I should say it makes sense that Sister Location wouldn't be Steam Deck compatible. Oh, now I've got slowness. Oh, is this permanent? I went up 10 points in fatigue. I'm getting tired. Okay, slowness isn't permanent. Not yet, at least. I want to say UCN as well completely doesn't play. I think the thing with Sister Location was performance. That might have been it. Sister Location is also a complex game compared to the first 4. Oh, why'd you stop moving? Was it all the Enderman? I don't know, but I'll take it. So was FNAF 1 the only game that you installed on there and played, and you only looked at the details for the other games? Points. Oh boy, we're gonna hit 100 soon. Let's see if something happens when I hit 85. Apparently swinging the crowbar is doing a lot of, it's making me tired. What do we have? 43 points left. Alright, anyways, question still stands as to when you think you'd be able to spend the time that I can load up my own game on there and see how well it plays. I already got the controller support working. One thing I want to do is work on touchscreen. There's only about 4 important buttons that needed to be pressed, so thankfully I won't have to worry about too many on-screen buttons. But that can be later, because I could test that on my own. Performance is what I need to test. We'll see how this weekend goes then. This is such a slow fight. It feels like a 1.9 fight is faster paced, and I think that's because more stuff is happening. Howdy, Henry, welcome back. Start playing intense battle music. Maybe that'll make it feel better. I wonder what the time is between the dragon swooping down. I wonder if someone's listed out exactly in human readable terms how the old dragon AI worked. Ow, I've been poisoned. That better not be permanent. We're gonna go find safety though. Let's find a place to heal up real fast. I guess we're about to find out what happens if I hit 100. I wonder if I just fall over and die. Truth be told, I'm half tempted to reset that. This is the world where I couldn't find the Ender Pearls. Today I found the Ender Pearls. Well, I found the Ender Pearls on my own time. I did that before stream because y'all already saw me running around the desert enough. So, no more running around the desert. I think I have a plan, because at this point, I don't know what else to do, and I don't know what sort of events should transpire. We'll see if I do something when we hit around fatigue 95. Because I forgot I had something enabled on here. And I don't know how long it's been like that. But I will physically not have enough fatigue to continue the fight. Oh, well, I've got slowness. The fatigue meter is part of the Somnia mod, or whatever I have that's sleep-based on here. Oh, round 2. Alright, well, I don't even remember if I had this enabled on here. But we're going to enable it now, because I don't know what sort of testing I've done on here. We're going to find out if I just fall over when fatigue hits 100. Has it really been 50 minutes and I haven't done anything other than fight? How long has this battle been going? Because I know initially I was preparing food. And I definitely stocked up on my vegetables. Alright, let's swap that out. Anyways, other features of the Somnia mod I'm using involve stuff like being able to sleep through the day. Because you sleep not based on what time of day it is, you sleep based on how tired you are. So once you have enough fatigue, then you're able to go to bed. And you're unable to sleep while wearing armor, as that is uncomfortable, although I enabled that myself. And while you're sleeping, it simulates the most of the gameplay events. Stuff like crops growing and furnaces smelting. Alright, well, surprise. I'm still alive. I'm just super slow now. Alright, well, now I know. Either way, we're gonna keep seeing how long this takes. It's kind of funny you reference Gordon Freeman, because I've got the gravity gun that I've totally forgot I could have been using this whole time. I don't even know how much damage it does, or if I'm able to pick up the dragon currently, because I might not have even been enabled. There are ways, there's configurations you can pick up bosses with the supercharged, and I can't remember if I had that enabled on here or not. Does not look like it. Well, either way, I've got the gravity gun and the portal gun. Hello. And of course, I've been swinging crowbars this time. Lucky for you, Diamond Sword, it looks like you get to live. I haven't used it at all. Oh. That's a little close to the edge there. How about you not do that? In fact, we're gonna take the shortcut. Oh, you still take damage, even though the long fall boots are supposed to protect against feather falling. Or protect against fall damage. I guess the Ender Pearl damage doesn't count. And feather falling additionally protects against. Or it could just be the Ender Pearl damage is not taken into account based on the mod itself. Wait, I don't have the health for this attack. Oh, 2 more swings if I land these correctly. Alright, trusty reinforced crowbar, I believe in you. Field of view, go up. I'm trying to figure out why the multiple messages. And hiya! Alright, 2 more HP. We're gonna Booker do it with the skyhook. Terrible pun. Alrighty, Gene. I'm ready for your final attack. Hiya! We're also gonna clear the area because the portal is gonna spawn directly beneath. Nom 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 nom. We win after 30 to 40 minutes. Alright, how far down is it? Okay, so 64 is not too low. Let me just crawl my way around here. Sorry, I'm a little tired right now. I can't go very fast. Old person simulator. Alright, let's just pick that up. Do XP orbs travel through portals? I feel like they do. I think there's a time where they didn't, and then at some point that was fixed. We're gonna just see if we pick up anything. Nope. Alright, so let's get the egg. So that went... You know what? Here's what we're gonna do real fast. Oh, I can see better. There it is. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's just dig all that up. Drop the torch. I didn't even try using the drill or the chemical thrower or any of the other stuff I had on me. I was just swinging the crowbar the whole time. Well, either way, with all that now taken care of, I think we're all set. And I didn't realize I picked up goods as well. Alright, let's go head home and sleep. Yeah, achievement get, the end. We will not be going through the credits this time. Sun's coming up on a new day I'm about to sleep through. Alright, let's not use the crowbar again. And now we sleep. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We're gonna reset that as much as we can. And hope nothing goes wrong. So what we'll do is we'll grab some building materials, then we're gonna head back to the starting point. Can I sleep some more? Because I'm still tired. I don't know what the maximum amount of time you're able to sleep for is. I hear you, villagers. Potato, you missed the dragon fight by about 2 minutes. Alright, fatigue's all done. Ah, no more slowness, which means I can turn that back to normal. I've been playing Minecraft at 70 FOV for so many years that I can't play it at anything else. Part of that stems from playing old versions, where it's locked to 70. Alright, so with all that now nice and taken care of, what can be put away here? I guess I'll grab endstone. I ended up spending a lot of cobblestone. Well, I guess I'll put the food away. Maybe anyone else in the future is gonna take advantage of it. Oh, I had a bow. Alright, well that's kind of low in durability anyway. That's alrighty. With the XP I have... Oh wait, I'd have to spend the iron on an anvil, and I currently... Oh wait, no, I do have an anvil. As I was thinking, now that I have the XP, to free up chest slots, we're gonna do this real fast. Come on, where's an 8? And just like that, I missed the 1.8 enchanting system. I got lucky. 2 plus 2, that's gonna add up. I'm breaking 1. Alright, cool. We're gonna make slightly better armor. I don't know what I'll need it for. Perhaps whenever the world goes up for download, other people will take advantage of this. I already spent the diamonds on the other helmet, so too late. No new helmet. Alright, I can toss that. Cobblestone, endstone. What else am I really going to need? I guess that's all that. Whatever other building materials I'll be needing. I could just... I'll take that. Whatever other building materials I'll need, I'll just take from whatever I have in the area. So block sorted, items sorted. That one's sorted. But before I forget, let me Boop. We're gonna claim this real fast. Because that's been bothering me for a while now. So now, I can, boop, put that away with all the others. And let's head home. Hello again, Treehouse. It's been a while. Can't remember if I was back in this area during May. For the 10-year anniversary of my channel. Alright, where's a good area? I have an idea. How about we head up top? Oh, that's right. I never ended up making this modern ladder compliant. Alright, hold on. We're gonna head back real fast. And hopefully wait around until daytime. Good job, me of the past, grabbing all these sticks. Today's the day I finally fix this. I don't know how many ladders I'm going to need. The reason why I had these ladder problems is because I left the treehouse before the ladder change, where you could no longer climb up with a 1-block gap between. And doink. So I used to just leave it where it was at. But now that I'm back here, let's place all these down, shall we? I did not need that many, but that's alright. Alrighty, so where's a good area? There's a nice flat area over there. I wonder, where is 0, 0? I feel like I marked it out somewhere. In fact, I almost think 0, 0 is out in the middle of the ocean. Off in that direction. The redstone's still going. I remember that. It's just a series of gates, and it creates a loop. Well, either way, I think I'll just go off over here. Unless there's anything else closer. Nothing in particular I'm feeling. Alright, boop. I think the crowbars don't have any knockback. I did not realize that. And huzzah. I now wish it was daytime. And now it's raining. That's what happens when you don't sleep. It starts to rain. Although I don't know if sleeping resets the weather timer on here, just because of how much the sleeping mechanics have been changed. In fact, since I remembered, we're not dealing with any more noising Endermen. But yeah. Where are you going? Get back here. You can tell that the internal server is still not as refined as what we have these days. Big improvement. 1.7, the 1.7 server is still better than 1.3 and 4 though. Alright. Feast. Nom nom nom. Alright, so we're looking at probably pancaking this. This will also help with the area currently surrounding. We have a little under an hour left to do this. We should have time. I'll need to see another comparison between 1.7 and 1.5. I wonder if someone's ever done any technical performance comparisons or responsiveness. What change occurred between 1.11 and 1.12? Let me turn this down a little bit on my end. We'll see how long it takes for all this to turn into grass, because it might not. Hello, green beans. I see all of you. Wonder if they were messing with the renderer in 1.12 then, making changes at that point. Oh, this is after they learned how to cross rails. Hooray. Howdy, welcome back. I'm still around. Kind of. I'm still doing stuff, just not as many streams. Boop. Ba-doop. I can see better now. Hooray. Alright, well, we'll keep working on this area. I have the dirt, might as well spend it. Of course, if I had more dirt, I would just continue to keep going more and more and more in the area. And this guy over here is a liability that should be minimized. I did successfully defeat Gene. It is a train. Me of many years ago constructed this very basic 484 passenger locomotive with several cars behind. Alright, buddy, you gotta go. Hiya! Alright, now we have this flat area. Ignore the dirt, it'll become grass eventually. Famous last words, as I don't think I'm going to be in this world long enough for it to become grass. So we'll start right around here. We're going to make that 2 blocks deep, so that way I know where the middle is. So it's 3 from there, which means plus 2. And pick block? No, of course not. Boop. Alright, so now that I know where the middle is. Oh, now pick block wants to work. I'm pretty sure that's an inventory tweaks delay issue. Inventory tweaks was not officially released for 1.12, I think. Or maybe it's another mod I'm thinking that was not officially for 1.12. And someone else compiled it for 1.12. So set that there. This is the middle right here. We will need glass. In fact, I have an idea, and we're going to see what I have in the treehouse. Oh, that's right, I was trying to finish off the carrots. Or I could keep holding on to the carrots. The items? I don't know what items you're talking about. I remember trying to build this fence way back in alpha and early beta, and I remember learning how much it's not a fun experience working with fences in alpha and beta. For as much as all these leaves used to be oak, I feel like the treehouse looks better having the different leaf types here. Looking at it with a modern mindset. Here, you think this just works? It does. I like the bacon. Oh, look, there's all my dirt. I only have one glowstone, though. I have all the dyes because I sorted all the wool. So I'm not seeing what I wanted, and that was glass. So I guess we'll go dig up a bunch of sand. Just gets deleted in 1.8, which just one and or multiple, perhaps. You can't play your modded Minecraft because it's on your computer, right? I wonder how sad it would be, how unwell the performance trying to play the world on the deck. Why not not complete? Why is Don't Mine at Night incomplete? Oh, the No Block song. That's what I was doing. Good job, me of the past. And how did I get over there? There's a way. This treehouse is very odd in the way everything's positioned, but that's what makes it fun. And I can't remember how to enter that area. Do I still have those ladders? Yes, I do. We're gonna fix this now. There's a way for you to retrieve the world, but unfortunately, that's gonna void the warranty, as you will be opening it up to pull out the drive. Unless you don't have or I should say, unless it's not a SSD that's able to be easily read from an external reader. I feel like there's something I'm missing. Well, either way, I said I wanted glass, so that's what we're going to go and pick up. There's a desert I can safely ruin and not feel bad about. I guess I could smooth out some of this area. I was not as intense with the terrain smoothing a decade ago as I am these days. I don't even know how much of this I'll need. But I was also going to want some glowstone, so we'll see if we can pop in and do the nether real fast. And hope nothing goes wrong. In the meantime, since I think these are spawn chunks, if I remember correctly, that wool block right there is spawn. So if that is spawn, these are spawn chunks. The reason why I want these to be spawn chunks is because I want to cook the sand. And I don't want it to be slow. So we'll leave that going to the nether. Wise decision to back up the files. Back up your data. Get a new hard drive, said Mike Myers, everyone's favorite nerd. Alright. This is such a short render distance. Have I not done anything in the nether on here? I feel like I say that every time I pop into the nether and realize I haven't done a single thing. I've been here plenty. This looks like a ghast battle. I was about to start breaking this with a pickaxe and was reminded I'm not playing beta 1.8 anymore. I don't need too much glowstone, just enough to craft 9 blocks. Ow. Alright, get over here, you. Baseball. Oop. Alright, now I can put the world to rest. I've officially played... But yeah. I've officially played, not baseball. Baseball is what you normally do. I guess basketball. You play Half-Life 2. Oh, what? Fireball is an insta-kill. What is this? No, either way, if you play Half-Life 2, there's a segment playing basketball with Dog. That's what I was thinking. I have a portal. You want to step through the portal and find out where it goes. Boop. Oh, good job, me of the past. This could be useful for anyone who plays the world after me. I was about to say I lost the portal. The portal is on the portal. Anyways, in terms of being excited, I don't get excited for much. Alright, Furnace, how are we doing? Time to find out if the chunks remain loaded or not, because I almost wonder if it's dimension-based. Nope, we're almost done. Party potato. Well, I didn't need too much because we were going to make glass panes here. But yeah, do I have any wood? Did I really not leave most of my basic stuff? I guess I'll say looking forward better describes. I understand their reasoning for removing spawn chunks in recent versions, or at least recent snapshots, for the reason of, if people really want those chunks loaded, there are more ways to keep the chunks loaded. The sun's setting, and I wasn't entirely paying attention. Did I leave my bed here? I used to have my bed. I think it was here. Maybe not. Oh, I do have a bed. Cool. Alright, we are going to sleep the night away after I figure out where to put the stuff I don't want on me. We'll put that there. This is such a way to organize. What did I have in this strip here that would cause all the dyes to be here? Feathers, from when zombies used to drop feathers. I don't know if there's a proper way to organize this, but maybe the presence can organize it like this. Ow. Well, why does that happen? I'm about to break the bed and put it back for... I don't know what would cause this sort of issue to occur. Oh, now I can't have my vertical log. Leaves aren't a valid spawning block? What? I'm not surprised. Leaves are not full. Alright, let's put that log back. Alright, we're gonna move the bed then. Get rid of that. Vertical logs, back before you could place them horizontally. We will now be sleeping on the roof. You can't leave it that way. Alright, we're gonna sleep toward... I don't know what I'm looking at. Well, we're gonna sleep over here, reset the fatigue, and hopefully go all the way back to daytime. I don't know what the camera does when we sleep, though. Because apparently I'm looking at something. Oh, it's still nighttime. I guess you can only sleep if your fatigue is above 20. Oh well. That partially did what I wanted. Progress is progress. How about we feast real fast? Nom 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 nom. Grab that, and let's go keep working on our thingy. Alright, green beans, how about... Hold on. We're gonna do this. But yeah. I can fix this. Do. All these inventory, or I should say all these hotbar slots, and it's still a little messy. I forgot the dangers of using the gravity gun. Why did I make the Herobrine Shrine? I had plans to make a little troll video way back in the day using the retextured Steve skin and spawning monster who would then start attacking. I never made the video though. Yeah, I had game plans way back in the day, and those game plans never happened. We're gonna set that down, and a zoop. So with all that taken care of, last step. Hooray! There we go. And I already missed the UMP glass, where this was much more clearer. Oh well. Nom 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 nom. Alright, with all that taken care of, I guess now just start setting up a chest. We still have time for the day though. Where else can I grab sand to clean this up? Because I have a unintended consequences to fill in. I don't feel like dealing with you. Or you either. You as well. Whoop. A zoop. A double zoop. Yeah. Think I could get him? He's too far now. That's fair enough. Alright, let's keep working on filling this in. This is not going to be enough. I'm going to need another stack. Let's go find another desert. I don't remember how many other deserts were around here. Yeah, I remember when you could put any block in water. Oh wait, doesn't matter because these sugar canes were planted on the edges anyway. Those were the days. I don't know if you could still do that nowadays. But anyways, you could put any block in water, not cause any block updates, and allowed you to place. That's how you would easily get triple chests and whatnot. Doo-doo-ba-doop. Wonder what happened here. I can't tell if it generated that way or if my own doing caused it. Looks like might have generated like that though. What was I doing with the sand again? I say as I feel like cleaning this area, even though I needed the sand to fix another area. That's unfortunate. I'll take that, thank you. I was gonna make a Herobrine summoning troll video. That was many years ago. Alas, I no longer would have the opportunity. Oop. Are there blocks missing underneath this? Is there some sort of cave? I wonder where it's coming from. Alright, I don't trust the 51. We're gonna keep going. If I end up with extra sand, I don't know where it's going. Logically, though, I should not end up with extra sand because there will always be a place for me to find where to put it. Oh yeah, while I'm here, let's go find out exactly where 00 is. Alright, it's not in the middle of the ocean. It's right around here. How about... I have an idea. I had an idea. What I want to do, I don't think it will work. So we're looking at these blocks here. So if I do... Boop. There we go. Do the oak tree glitch. Create a void log. Did that work in 1.7.10? I've already forgotten what versions that bug was applicable in. If it was fixed to 1.8.2, then it might be a bug. When you grow a certain type of poofy tree, the tall poofy tree, it creates one of the sideways logs at exactly 0, 0, 0. I should say, 2 of them on UMP. One of them got destroyed by the dragon in the end, but I think I replaced that log. The one in the overworld is still there. I don't think I put one in the nether. You hate poofy trees? I understand. I remember your comment on Population Zelinator, Team Tree, and Origins. Which is a reminder that if your computer was working, you still have 2 more Population Zelinators to react to. There we go. With how easy it is to have the poofy trees generate during the version range, I understand how easy it is to have the trees there. Or how easy it is to have the log generate. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else needed to be done in the area? I feel like that's a random spot for the dragon egg, but I didn't know what else to do with it. Alright, I'll clean out my inventory, and then I'll grab sapling stuff, if I have any. I have plenty. Sort that, sort that. Don't know why the glowstone is next to the glass panes. Doo-doo-doo-doo. No, I'm really not particular with this chest on how I'm trying to sort everything. I'm surprised I don't have any wood though. I do wonder where it all went. What very well could have happened is the wood I had, due to cascading effects, the wood that I had here has somehow ended up way over here. Oh wait, hold on, I have chests already. I'll put back most of this then. In fact, I think I only need a single chest. And why do I have the beacon? I wonder where this beacon has been coming from. Oh, I'm really not that far. I didn't realize it was only about 500 blocks squared. Plan to perform it on any world? Oh, I see. Is it just that fascinating to you? Does this even work? That's not what I wanted. I can't tell if that's doing anything over there. If it did anything, it did stuff once before. Okay, the signal reaches, I just never flipped it back off in that area. I have no idea what I was doing. Alright, anyways, let's head back. You sort vertically and I sort horizontally. I guess the reason why I sort it like that is that's just how I think. I think it's because less items per one chest means you could have more types of items like that. Because if you sort all of one type on the left side, you can have up to 9 stacks of that item. I feel like I don't have anything in particular though. A absolute hard set method. I was half expecting to method show up unannounced for the stream. That would have been funny. They'd be like, oh hey, what's subbing? I was waiting. Oh well. We're gonna bring all this around and then I'll start preparing an area for leaving everything in my inventory. Do I leave that? I kind of want to dig up the corners here. We'll see how this looks. I think that is more visually appealing. Sun's going down. Time to catch some Z's and maybe reset the weather timer. You know, while I'm here, how about I start laying down more torches? I don't even know if this sounds any good. I feel like it doesn't, but I haven't listened to it in such a long time. You could tell this is a really old world of mine because all my torches are within the fenced area. Everything outside of here does not have many torches. We're gonna change that today. Not by much though, because I don't have that many torches on me. But there's a lot of darkness over here. And this is still relatively close. Hey, Zomble, how's it going? Wait, how's the crowbar doing? 53. That's alright. Alright, well, we'll go try to sleep, since I should have enough fatigue now. To the ladder. Away. I feel like the log, the 000 log, loses some of its novelty once you hit 1.18 for the reason of the bedrock's gonna be gone anyway. The bedrock's gonna be gone if you were to update. Let's sleep the fatigue away. Although I might bail out right before 20 if it's still the middle of the night. Alright, boop, we're gonna get out real fast because I'm still just tired enough to try to sleep again. So this will drain all of it. I guess having the void column does have its purpose then. Boop. The way to do that though is you would have to get rid of the block above the log in order to destroy the log there, which means you wouldn't be able to have bedrock above the log. Unless if TNT blasts will go through bedrock and can damage the log behind it, which means you might not have to manually destroy the log. I'm looking around seeing if there's any good area. Good area to set up the final zone. Yeah, any block other than bedrock you can destroy normally, but if it's bedrock, you would have a harder time. We're gonna go off in this area. Do, 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 do. Well, this is a nice area. If I was playing properly on the world, I probably would have done something down there. Unless I do put something down there. I was looking around and saw, you know, the mountain over here, where I can see all the... You know, there's really not a lot I've done in this area. That iron took a massive amount of time. But I feel like I really haven't done much over here. And I'm trying to see. Here's the Don't Mine at Night note blocks that I barely made any progress on. Alright, well either way, I think I will in fact put it down there. It's cool to look around, but having stuff on top of the mountain is rather average. What occurred with the microphone? I don't know if there's any microphone issues I'd be able to solve. I don't have an IT guy behind the scenes monitoring for QA. Alright, so we'll establish right in here. Question is, what do I want to put? I think I will in fact leave the grass. That way this feels... I guess if I surrounded it with cobblestone, make it feel like a meteor. I think I grabbed all the cobblestone I had on me though. Well, that was fun while it lasted. I don't have a way to get out of here. Not naturally, at least. Perhaps what I'll do... We'll do that. Let's see what I have over here. Because if I don't have anything useful, we're going to have to start thinking with portals. I don't have any fast way to visit all of the many, many outposts I've done on this journey. I did in fact grab all the cobblestone I had from here. And I don't think I had any in the building chest. Nope. Alright, we will then head back, and I guess I know what I'll do. We'll head back down into the mines. Let me grab some wood, though. Poop. Alright, time to find out. Oh, I never upgraded the rail. And I don't even have a minecart on me. I was going to say, time to find out and see if the system still works. I can guarantee the system does not still work. Traveling to the mine always felt farther away back on the laptop I used to play on. That was rather slow, which meant short render distance to keep it playable. But now, here I am playing with 16 chunks, even farther than far. It's so much closer than what it always felt like back in the earlier days. I don't even need to say back in the earlier days, I could just say a decade ago. Let's see, what do I have down here? As I try to find wherever the outpost was. Dirt and gravel. And I have charcoal. Wonder why it's charcoal. Here we go, this looks like a good place to get some cobblestone. You can see all my minecart boosters are still here. I don't think that one would have worked though. Oh wait, this is to use to go back. I see, so this is where the rail stopped. Distant Horizons mostly works. Oh, they haven't fixed Void Fog yet, as someone who has used it. It's nice being able to see so far, but some of the details are intentionally not as preserved, and there's a noticeable transition period between the two. Ah yes, back when you could use fast graphics to put rails. Where you could have the, put rails on leaves. Trying to find an area where I could just diggy hole and not feel concerned for anything. How about over here? I don't know how much I plan on getting. But as long as I have enough time to wrap it all up. Oop, there's another cave. How about we keep opening this area up, make it a larger cave. Hooray. I don't know how much of this cavern was carved out using pickaxes and how much of it was carved out using TNT. Because I can assure you, I remember doing a lot of blast mining in this area. Of course, you can't see much of it now because of void fog. But back when I was playing in alpha and beta, it was definitely easier to see. I think we'll move that there. Decisions. I feel like Distance Horizons, to continue my thought, works better in survival compared to creative. Part of that is you're limited, usually, with how high up you can go. What are we at? Stacking 51. We're almost there. And maybe I will just start carving into that area next. I'm still trying to keep it look natural, so I'm not going for a bunch of 90-degree angles. With Distance Horizons, you need to... It takes some fiddling around with the settings. You need to set your render distance noticeably lower to take advantage of it. You also need to set the different quality settings on there, as well as the distance you want. The biggest problem I've had on there was not fully rendering. Sometimes I didn't want to render LOD chunks, of which I do not know why. There's more of a problem in older versions, though. I waited around a few months for newer releases, and that seemed to have been mostly resolved. Oop. Alright, 3 stacks and 4, because I went a little over. Now, to find the exit. Here's what I'll do. Follow the rails. This would be the part when I missed minecart boosting, because I would zip up the ramp here, and all would go well. And alas, that is no longer the case. And it's nighttime, as the non-Zella moon rises. Oh, wait, hold up. How about we hiya? Little improvement. I think I'll hold on to this last pearl. We'll go sleep and set it daytime. Boop. So much slow moving, it feels. Alrighty, let's see how far we can go. Alright, hop out real fast and go all the way. Although I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make. It's still not going to be daytime. It's only about 2 in the morning, oi. Well, we tried. So let's head over. Place down the rest of the cobblestone I wanted to, and we'll go from there. Bounce. Bounce as I get stuck in blocks. It used to be fine, and then it became a problem. You know what I should do? I should probably plop down more torches. We're gonna make this area nice and safe. Are you mad at me? I can't tell, because he's not doing anything. Sometimes I see a Enderman in angry states, but they're not directly attacking, so I don't know what's up. But if I don't feel like dealing with them, I just sort of go somewhere else. Inventory tweaks, yeah. I didn't realize I was getting hungry. Oop, I'll need to feast soon. And probably move that over. Num 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 num. As I start running out of bread. Thankfully, I have plenty of wheat if I feel like making more. Well, with how little time is left, I think that'll be that. I think I'll also leave that there. I'm doing this like an ogre. I'm doing it in layers. What does the lightly mod do? Feels like it lightly changes something. Unless it changes something with lighting. Nope. Inventory tweak sometimes works, and sometimes it doesn't. Alright, sorry Gravel, you are in fact in the way. If only you were stone, you would not have fallen. That mod sounds useful. I always talk about how much I don't like smooth lighting, and one of the reasons is it's more intuitive to count the light levels with smooth lighting off. The modern day F3 screen at least tells you what light level blocks are at. That's not as convenient as having the light level on the block itself, though. There was a mod I wanted made for beta 1.7 that would display the block coordinate on the mod. The problem came down to rendering the text on the block itself. That never ended up working. Oh well. Someone else knows Java and would like to take a crack at it. Feel free to do so. Alright, this will be the last layer. I'll leave everything else as dirt. Partially because I don't have enough cobblestone left. There we go. Alright, last layer for sure, for sure. There we go. And the dupe. How about we surround the chest? In fact, what if I just left that as dirt? Y'all know me in odd numbers. This way I keep my even number of planks. Alright, let's go put away the stuff that I don't feel like putting away in here. Boop. And then I have one plan for the only true way to end off the world. And boop. That's not the storage area. I don't know what I used down there. What I used that space for. And the dirt continues. Oh boy. Someone will take advantage of all of it. Probably. I'll just put that there, I guess. Well, I guess all is done now. And I can't remember where the skyhook used to sit in the hotbar. But I should have enough slots. Maybe it sat there and then ended up with multiple types of food. Either way, let's head back. We're going to be ever so slightly early, I think. Or just barely right on time. Alright, there'll be plenty of daylight, so I'm not going to worry about bad guys spawning. But time to put all the goods away. Sorry, I will not deal with you. Alright, let's sort the stuff. Let me just make sure I have everything. Farewell, Teresa and Emily and Stacy and the mining drill that I think was supposed to be called Alexis. This is a very disorganized chest, but that's what happens when you compile all that together. So now we just have one last thing to do. So if y'all want my stuff, I don't know how long, but hopefully it doesn't take too long to get the world updated, since I haven't made a backup since 2024. But we are going to go right back to what I really hope is in fact spawn, because I can't remember why else I would put this here. And so on the block where it all began, although maybe 2 blocks downward, this is where I end off the world for good this time. I've already dug the hole, put the world in the coffin. It is now ready to be buried. So that's all it for this time. Thank you all for watching. Bye.